Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Yes? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 1-7. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So is this true that this 1-7 or not?
Yeah.
Yes. Good. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, translation and purport with His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And we will read from the first chapter, observing the armies, or I think Arjuna Vishada Yoga, it's called, first chapter. And meaning the bewilderment of Arjuna Yoga. Arjuna's bewilderment yoga, or bewildered yoga. No, it's not his bewildered yoga, but it's just the yoga of the bewilderment of Arjuna. And we will read text 7, which does not have a purport, and so we then continue verse 8. So you are through the Bhagavad Gita now that you read again? First chapter? Yeah? Interesting. Good. Asmakam tu vishishtaye.
Asmakam tu vishishtaye.
Asmakam tu vishishtaye.
Asmakam tu vishishtaye.
Tani bodhat vichottama.
Tani bodhat vichottama.
Tani bodhat vichottama.
Tani bodhat vichottama.
Nayaka mama sainyasya. Nayaka mama sainyasya. Sangyartam tan pravimite. Sangyanartam tan pravimite. Asmakam tu vishishtaye. Tani bodhat vichottama. Nayaka mama sainyasya. Sangyartam tan pravimite. Okay.
Asmakam tu vishishtaye.
Our. To. But. Vishishta. Especially powerful. Ye. Who. Tan. Them. Nibodha. Just take note of. Be informed. Dvija Uttama. O best of the Brahmanas. Nayaka. Captains. Mama. My. Sanyasya. Of the soldiers. Sangyartam. For information. Tan. Them. Bravimi. I am speaking. Te. To you. Translation. But for your information, O best of the Brahmanas, let me tell you about the captains who are specially qualified to lead my military force. Text 8. Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Kripascha Samiting Jayaha Ashwatthama Vikarnascha Saumatatis Tataivacha. There are personalities like you, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwatthama, Vikarna, and the son of Somadatta called Bhurishrava, who are always victorious in battle. Purport. Duryodhana mentions the exceptional heroes in the battle, all of whom are ever victorious. Vikarna is the brother of Duryodhana. Ashwatthama is the son of Dronacharya, and Somadatti or Bhurishrava is the son of the king of the Balikas. Karna is the half-brother of Arjuna, as he was born of Kunti before her marriage with King Pandu. Kripacharya's twin sister married Dronacharya. Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lankayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurun Dinataranam Shri Chaitanya Manopistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dodoti Swabrantikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we hear here at the beginning of Bhagavad Gita where Duryodhan, the chief of the Kauravas, he was the one who brought the whole thing to happen, is approaching here his military guru, right? Dronacharya, isn't it? Yeah. So he goes to Dronacharya and explains to him, before we heard, he speaks whom we will battle now. And these are very special personalities. And now he says, and now let me tell you who are our captains, Nayakas, who are our... So these are not ordinary soldiers, these are like leaders of soldiers, and they are often actually Maharatis. It's called Maharatis or sometimes Adiratis. Meaning soldiers who can fight with unlimited other soldiers. Sometimes it's counted to like a couple of thousand, Maharatis or Adirati, sometimes said like this, that. But they are so powerful they can fight at the same time with like hundreds or thousands of soldiers. They are like invincible. Right? From a Vedic point of view, they are invincible. And he names them Bhishma. At first he says you, because it said at first he wants to address his guru, give him the most honor, so that's the first mentioned. Oh, it's you, it said here, Bhavan, it's your good self. And then he mentions according to hierarchy. So then he says Bhishma. Next is Bhishma. And then Karna, because Karna needs to be mentioned right in the beginning. He actually had a big quarrel all the time with Bhishma. And actually, Karna was not fighting until Bhishma was out of the battle. They had such an animosity that Karna said, I will not be at the same time on the battlefield when Bhishma is fighting. He hated him because he was always on the side of the Pandavas, and he was also criticizing Karna. Because it's not only about power, it's also about character. And according to Bhishma, Karna had no character. And it was shown that they had no character. Because very often nowadays in this modern Hindu society, they praise Karna. They make him to something like a sad hero. It's so unfair how he was treated, right? It was a baby, he was given out, given away, and what can he, poor baby, and then he was actually a Kshatriya, he was the oldest of the Pandavas, he should have ruled the kingdom, but he was not accepted, and it was not known that he is the brother and all this, and somehow he came to Duryodhan, and then he had to give off his armor and all that. So he said, oh, he's so poor. And then he was killed. So unfair. Shot by Arjuna. Even so he said, please don't shoot me now. I have to pull out my chariot wheel, it's stuck in the mud. And Krishna said, shoot. Yeah. So, and why are they doing this? Why are they saying this? Because they are sentimental, right? They are sentimental. And they don't see that Karna is not... He is not allowed to speak of honor and justice after acting so often so unjust. Right? So this should never be forgotten. If we forget this, then we might say, oh, how can Krishna do this? And how is Arjuna? No, it's clear. This is the good and this is the bad side. It's very clear. It's a little, complicated this and that. But in general, as we see how they were acting all the time, it's very unfair. And of course, what brought the whole thing really about to happen, because a chaste lady was insulted. And it said, if a chaste lady is insulted, we reduce our life duration, our lifetime. We cut our lifetime. Chaste lady, eine keusche Frau. That's the power of a chaste lady. Actually, it's not the power of a chaste lady. It's the power of Dharma. Right? It's the power of Dharma. It said, if you abide by Dharma, Dharma will always protect you. And if you destroy Dharma or act against Dharma, Dharma will destroy you. And that we saw that Dharma was so much neglected in this play of this dice game. And it was such a terrible scene. Everyone who reads this, you become angry when you read this. How can this happen? It's like a tragedy. And Draupadi asked this also. How is it? Am I now gambled away or not? Right? When the servant came and said, you have to come now. She asked, why? Yeah, you're lost in the dice game. And she's very smart. And she asked, when was he playing me away? After he played himself away or before? Right? And he said, after. So that means, yeah, how can he play me away if he's already lost? Answer my question. And he said, what do I know, right? I'm just a servant. Then go and tell me. And he went there and says, the lady wants to know if it's proper that she is played away or not. Right? And she was played away, that she was lost in the dice game, that she is now of the Kauravas. And actually then Duryodhana, he became impatient. He said, what's this? You know? And then Dushasan, wasn't it? Dushasan? Go and bring her. And he was coming, you come now, immediately. And she said, no, I want to know this. You know, I want to know this. If this is just, if it's just, I go. She said, if it's just, I will go. Because I abide by Dharma. But if it's not just, I will not go. And Dushasan, he just took her the hair and dragged her in. And this then was the whole discussion. She asked then everyone, how is it that am I lost or not? Has he played, is it right that he put me on this stack? How's it called, stack? No. Did he play me away or not? Stake, is it right or not? And nobody could answer. It was such a dramatic scene. It was so dramatic. And you know what happened actually? Gandhari, she said to Dhritarashtra, said, I cannot tolerate this anymore. Stop this immediately. It was such an intense situation. It was so intense. Bhishma couldn't look, and she was challenging everyone. And what was Dhritarashtra doing then? I said, okay, because everyone waited for the king to say something, but he was so obliged to do it and he couldn't say anything. But then he said, because Gandhari, he pushed him, and then he said, okay, we stop this now, and we put everything back. Pandavas, go back to your kingdom. Everything is good. We stop it now. It was too much. You know this? And then he sent them back, and they went on their way back, but they were really, really angry. And when they were on their way back, Duryodhana went again to Dhritarashtra and said, how is it? We won everything. Everything. Huh? Bring them back. And then a servant went after them and said, you have to come back. He wants to play again. This is in the Mahabharata. Right? And then the Pandavas went back and they played again. And then everything was lost. In a very quick way. And then they were really angry. But the thing is that, and of course then when Draupadi was, they wanted to pull off her sari. But why it happened, everything, this whole situation of this battle, of this war, this huge war, is because Dharma was broken. And especially because the Dharma and this lady was insulted. As I said, if a chaste lady is insulted, then all evil, all problem is on you. It's this Damocles Schwert. Huh? It's a Damocles sword, isn't it? Damocles. It's on your head, and it can fall every moment. But if you keep Dharma, Dharma will always protect you. So even Krishna, he says to Arjuna, Apichet suduracharo bhajate mamananyapak sadureva samantavya samyagvyavyasetu isa. He says, even apichet suduracharo, even if someone acts very, very bad, Prabhupada translates abominable. Dur achar. Achar means acting, and dur means very bad. Su means very bad. No? Dur means bad, but su means very bad. Su durachara. But if he is my devotee, is serving me, he has to be seen, everyone has to treat him and see him and think about him as a sadhu. Samyak Vyavyasito Isa. He's a sadhu. But why does Krishna say it? It doesn't say, yeah, because he can do whatever he likes. No. Next verse says, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvach chantim nikachati. Yeah? That means, Kshipram means very soon he will become righteous. Kshipram bhavati dharm atma. There you have it, dharma. Dharma atma. His very self will be dharma. He will come back on the righteous path, Prabhupada says. Very soon. Because the power of bhakti is so strong that we get freed from the anarthas. And what? Shashvat shantim nikachati. Nikachati means attains, he gets. And what? Shanti, peace. And what kind of peace? Shashvat means like everlasting. Right? Everlasting peace will attain. And then Kaunteya bratichani name bhakta pranashyati. Declare boldly, my devotee, my bhakta, na pranashyati, he will never perish. So Krishna will always protect his devotee. Because the devotee walks the path of dharma. We have to walk on the path of dharma. And what is the path of dharma? It's a path traversed by the great sages. Mahachana yena katasa panta. It said, Mahachana yena katasa panta. This is how we reach Krishna. When we follow the gata, it's going, the path. Panta means the path, right? Panta, the path. And we walk the path of the Mahajanas. So the Mahajanas, they walk this already. So it means we have to follow the Mahajanas. Tarka pratishta, it said. Tarka, what is it in this verse? Not through logic you can understand. You have to follow the Mahajanas. So our greatest Mahajan is Srila Prabhupada. And that's so important. That's why it's so important that we put Srila Prabhupada in the center. Right? It's always spoken, oh, Prabhupada should be in the center of ISKCON, and we have this paper, no, Prabhupada's position in ISKCON, who is Prabhupada and all this. Very good. But if we personally don't do that, to put Prabhupada in the center of our life, then it's not good. Right? So we should put Prabhupada in the center, very center of our life, meaning whatever Prabhupada said, whatever Prabhupada did, this is what we should follow, right? We should follow him. Mahachana yena katasa panta. We follow him. And Prabhupada says, if you follow, then you will attain Krishna. And it's very simple. We don't have to speculate. You have to have just faith in Prabhupada. And how is Prabhupada best followed? If we, in Vani Seva. And what is his Vani? His books. There's everything inside. So amazing. So this is what we hear here, that Duryodhana is approaching here Dronacharya, and he mentions all these names, and we cannot go into all these details, who is who and this and that. Who is who of Mahabharata is a never-ending story. It's the real never-ending story. It's quite amazing. I hope I was not bringing some details with the story now a little bit, how to say, durcheinander. Mixed it up. But when I read it, it was very amazing when Dhritarashtra stopped it and he said, no, put it back and let them go. He sent them back. But then when they walked away, then Dhritarashtra again sneaked in his mind and said, okay, bring him back. And somehow or other they had another quick dice game. There was some, and then they lost it. So I end with one point from the 17th chapter, where Prabhupada says, in relation to the Mahabharata, because Prabhupada was not translating Mahabharata, of course, but I will not find it, but he's speaking about the austerity of the mind. And then it said, Prabhupada says in the purport, austerity for the mind is to hear the stories of the Mahabharata and the Puranas. This is very liberal, this is very merciful, because it's very nice to hear stories. And this is Mahabharata. So this we should hear as austerity for the mind. It's amazing to hear Mahabharata. And of course philosophy. But also Mahabharata. Okay, thank you very much for your kind attention. Any questions? Something to add? Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Brahmanande.